WDEF News 12 this morning with Rachel Edge, meteorologist Brian Smith, and your time-saver traffic tracker with Sunny 92.3's James Howard.
And thanks for joining us here on WDEF News 12 this morning. It is now time for How Does Your Garden Grow? If you've got a question concerning your garden, maybe your lawn, give us a call, 756-1212, as Tim Holcomb is joining us from the Holcomb Garden Center. Again, 756-1212 is the phone number. And thanks for coming in here this morning.
It's good to be here.
Real quickly here, before we get to the callers here, you've got a couple of products here because this is now the time of the year to start planting the grass seed. Of course, we do need some rain.
Well, the most popular grass for our area is cool season grasses, primarily fescues and bluegrasses, and this is the time of year to plant it. Now, you will have to water some, but if you've got thin spots, bare spots, or just bare lawns, now is the time to get it out and get it going.
All right, let's get to the phone callers here this morning. Linda's our first one. Good morning to you, Linda.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Tim, I've got two questions. One, I've got a gardenia that's over 6 foot tall. How much should I cut that back?
Well, really, we would recommend you wait till next spring. Many times they'll have winter damage if we have a really bad winter. So wait till the freezes are over next spring and then trim it back. And the rule of thumb is don't trim off more than a third of it. So cut it back to about 4 foot.
Once again, we're answering your gardening questions at 756-1212. Janice is our next caller. Good morning to you, Janice. Hello, Janice.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Janice. You may have to speak up a little bit.
Oh, good morning. I would like to know, when do I need to plant my pansies?
Well, you can plant them now. You will have to keep them watered, but the pansies are coming in. We've got a good selection. We always say if you plant pansies when school starts, they'll bloom till school lets out. So the nights are getting cool enough that they'll be very fine.
Helen is our next caller. Good morning to you, Helen.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
I wonder about a Christmas cactus I have that's growing outside of the pot, really large. Can I change it now, or do I need to wait?
Well, I would wait till after it blooms. It should be setting buds as the days get shorter, and just leave it like it is. Being pot bound will actually increase the blooming, and once it's finished blooming, then you can transplant it and divide it if you want to.
Moving right along, Bill, our next caller. Good morning to you, Bill.
Yes, I've got my lawns just basically burn up.
Yes, sir.
And what I'm wondering right now, do I need to do the weed feed and seed, or what I do right now before I start doing the grass seed?
Well, if you have no good grass, you can spray it with a product like Kills-All that kills everything that's there, weeds or broadleafs, and then you can reseed within a week to 10 days. And so you want to go ahead, if there's lots of weeds, go ahead and do that. If it's just a few weeds, you can seed and worry about the weeds later.
Once again, 756-1212. We're answering your gardening questions here this morning. Becky is our next caller. Good morning to you, Becky.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. I'm fine. How are y'all today?
Doing well.
I have a rose bush that I like to thin out. When is the best time to dig up, the roots and transplant it?
Well, you can do that from November through February. And when you do dig it up, cut it back to about 18 inches tall and water it good with root stimulator when you plant in the new area, and make sure it has plenty of sun, ideally all day sunshine.
Roger joining us now. Good morning to you, Roger.
Yes, sir. I had some peach trees that was planted last spring, and I hadn't trimmed them back. When's the best time to trim them?
Well, trim them when they're dormant, after all the leaves fall off. Usually that's in November through February, and you can shape them up at that time and keep them at a low height so it's easy for you to maintain, and trim them so they get sun throughout and get air throughout so they have less fungus problems.
Brenda joining us now. Good morning to you, Brenda.
Yes, my yard is pretty bad. It's really rocky, and I was wanting to know what could I plant that would grow within the rock.
Are you talking about as far as lawn or trees or shrubs?
Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. I just need something to grow out here.
Okay, your biggest thing is you need an irrigation or watering system. I mean, most anything will grow in a gravelly type soil if it has sufficient water. Just make sure it has water and food. You can always add organic matter, add different soils to make it better, especially where you plant trees or shrubs. And if you can add a layer of soil over the whole lawn, that would certainly benefit you as well.
And moving right along, Doc is our next caller. Good morning to you, Doc.
Yes.
Hi.
Tim.
Yes.
I have an apple tree.
Okay.
I held it in, 2 bushes intertwined the roots. I got to dig it up and move it. It hasn't bloomed yet. And when should I dig it up?
Well, if you're going to dig it up, do it when it's dormant. November through February would be the proper time to do it. And also trim back about a third of it because you will be cutting some of the roots when you dig it up.
Not bad. Popular guy today.
It's good. A lot of good questions.
Unfortunately, we are running out of time. We're going to put the information on your screen where you're more than welcome to contact Mr. Tim Holcomb or his wonderful staff out there at the Holcomb Garden Center. A couple of locations. One in Hickson right along Highway 153 and also down in Fort Oglethorpe along Battlefield Parkway. The Hickson number, 877-8782, and down in Fort Oglethorpe, 706-861-4769. Or just to make it very easy for you, HolcombGC.com, and there's a look at the website, HolcombGC.com. There's a list of the hours, and of course, where you can sign up to get a newsletter from Holcomb himself. We appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you very much, Brian.
Folks, we're going to take a short break. We've got a lot more to come here on WDEF News 12 this morning.